call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
It's May 2nd and it is 6 o'clock.
And a special meeting.
Correct. Seselich?
Here.
Gunkelman? Mattson? Stahl?
Here.
Barco?
Here. Pledge allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Going to dispense with the meeting agenda statement, recommendation statement. Following are recommendations that are identified for approval as part of the consent agenda for this meeting. Board member wishes removal. Any item from this agenda for further discussion prior to taking action, please let me know. Anyone? Public participation. And I don't see anyone in the audience, so I believe we don't have any public participation. Superintendent's recommendation.
Thank you. I want to thank you all for coming this evening. We just have, as you know, the one item. We did go through the process of rebidding the bleachers for our stadium project. I am very happy to report that we did have both companies return to provide us a bid. The bids were very, very close. As you can see from the recommendation sheet from our architect, MS Consultants, they are recommending, and I also would bring to you a recommendation to allow Dant Clayton to accept our project. They are able to meet our timeline. They did bring a bid that is well within what we originally believed to be an appropriate price for this, so I'm very happy with the bids that we received. So at this time I'd ask you to accept the bid from Dan Clayton and allow them to proceed with our project.
And that's with alternate 1 and alternate 2.
Thank you. Yes.
So would anyone like to make a motion to accept the superintendent's recommendation for Dant Clayton?
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
Yeah. If I could. This is the first time I've been in the bidding process. Considering that A and D is a little bit cheaper, what's the rationale? We don't obviously don't have to take the cheaper, we just take whatever we think is the better.
And actually, there's if you'll notice from alternate 3, they were so close. But if you notice alternate 3, after having discussion, it was determined that alternate 3, which was for a drain, that based on the grading, we don't believe that drain is necessary. So we removed alternate 3. Dan Clayton is actually the cheaper bid once that alternate is removed. So that was part of the rationale for the recommendation.
Okay, if I can just keep asking questions.
Sure.
If we can all take turns. Protective coating, are they basically the same for both companies? Is that just the generalized?
Yes.
That they're going to use the
Yes.
same?
And our specs would dictate what type of coating they need to use. So they would have both had to use the same coating, yes.
And then I think lastly, the drain, that was something you thought we needed. They don't think we need it down the road. You don't think, you have no problem not putting the drain in?
No, that was based on the grading and the way that they're going to grade this. The grading is going to go away from that area, so the drain would not be necessary.
So it's just going to go into the woods?
Correct.
And that's what we have
Correct.
now?
We're draining it away into the woods and not out front, yes.
That's all I got right now. Thank you.
I just have a couple questions. It says they're looking for substantial completion on August 12th. What's that mean?
That means occupied, we can use it. There may be some smaller type issues that haven't completed yet.
Stuff?
Yes, but the substantial completions mean we can take occupancy, we can use it. We would not be restricted in our use at that time.
It also says they'll be utilizing a local electrician. Who is that?
They have contracted with, FAF Electric.
The same gentleman who wrote the letter telling all his tenants if they voted yes for the Buckeye levy that their rent would increase because the school needed no money, is who's going to be working on this project?
That's who they've communicated with to work with on this project.
Could we look for another electrician? Or could we ask them on that?
Probably not and accept this bid at this time.
I know they've been working. I've seen them out.
Mm-hmm.
They're working for us. And again,
Who put them in contact with a local electrician? I mean, just I mean, someone who wrote a letter that was that nasty and that, I mean, it was pretty much geared towards us, saying that we waste money and school didn't need any more money, and if any of his landlords voted for the levy and it passed it, their rent would increase. And after the levy passed, he increased all the rent and said it's because of Buckeye. And now he's working on projects at the school.
Well, I believe he is working on contracts at the school already. The fact in this situation, they're the ones contracting with Unfab Electric, not us in this situation directly. So, and I have no idea who the other one would use.
Okay. It doesn't specify that they're using Ron Path Electric in this too. So can we ask them to look for an alternative electrician since they are working for us?
Well, I think they're been included working with Ron Pfaff, so I don't know that we could do that without affecting the specs of this bid at this point. I think they've contracted and got pricing from Ron Pfaff to work on this project. So I'm honestly not sure that we could accept this bid and expect them to change without their potential cost changing within the bid. They've
We
priced
don't
this.
know who put them in contact with Ron Path. Or did we?
Both contractors contacted us and asked who we have typically worked with, and we gave them a couple different folks that we work with in various venues, but they were somebody that we let them know we have done work with before in the past.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor. Roll call, please.
Kinsella,
Yes.
Stahl,
Yes.
Barco.
Yes. Okay, that's all we've got. So, motion for adjournment?
Were we not gonna talk about the other issue? Or that's a done deal? Can we at least know what's going on with that?
I sent an email, I'll have a recommendation for you at our May board meeting.
I just didn't know what the recommendation was, so you're allowed to tell me what it was.
It's the same that we brought to the last meeting.
Okay.
It's coming modified. Wasn't it, so,
There may be a slight modification. I'll send you a new copy of, yeah.
Thank you.
entertain a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Is there a second? Roll call, please.
Stahl,
Yes.
Kinsella,
Yes.
Barco.
Yes. Thank you all.